Sorry, that's my washer machine right now. However, we're going to go ahead and get to this reaction video right here. This is the Dynamite review, AEW Dynamite review by Bobby Monsoon. We're going to go ahead and react to it. So we're not even going to waste no time. Let's go ahead and get started. What's up, guys? I just want to let you guys know I made a backup account on Instagram. So scan the QR code so that way you can follow back. Also, follow me on Twitter. Also, follow me on Instagram. I do have another account you can follow on there as well. And you can scan the QR code for that. So anytime I make a video, make sure you guys check the bio so that way you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter for both accounts for Instagram and also for Twitter page. So I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for looking. Let's get to the video.
Dynamite started off with Swerve Strickland and Kenny Omega, the rematch to their first classic. This one, a lot more is at stake, man. We got the #1 contender for the AEW Championship versus the EVP status, man. This match was fire. Another banger from these two. But, man, I'm thanking the heavens, y'all. I'm looking at the heavens and I'm thanking God. Kenny Omega put it together, man. He was able to beat Swerve Strickland. I didn't want to see AEW with Swerve Strickland as an EVP, man. Maybe if Swerve Strickland kind of came back down as a normal person, maybe if he kind of gained a little bit of his sanity back, maybe you could be an EVP. But the path Swerve Strickland is on and what I think he's going to be on moving forward, we don't need that in AEW. Kenny Omega, by the skin of his teeth, he pulled it off. That's the good news. The bad news is we got to deal with Swerve Strickland. What is he going to do? How is he going to respond? He went on X and he didn't say much about the loss, but he posted this picture of him looking demonic. How Swerve Strickland is going to go about this, I'm very interested, man. As far as Kenny Omega, it seems like he'll be facing MJF at Dynasty. If he could make it to Dynasty, because if Swerve Strickland has anything to do with it, he won't make it to Dynasty, especially after beating him, man. I'm wondering what they're going to do with Swerve Strickland moving forward. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, though.
Yeah, this match was a 10 out of 10. I think Swerve is going to come back for the EVP status once All In or after Call In comes around. So, but I do think Swerve is going to probably cost Kenny the match at Destiny. So I won't be surprised. I do think he might do it. And plus, he's going to come back for that EVP status, so that's going to happen. I can see it. But, however, I am happy that we get to see this match. I'm glad that Kenny won, so that way we can get this match at Destiny. It's going to be great. This is a contract signing poster. I just realized that. But, next week we'll be having a contract signing, so I'll be looking forward to that. And I will be going live that day, so you'll stay tuned for that. But, yeah, I do think that that Swerve is definitely going to cost Kenny the match. And I do think he will come back for the EVP status, most definitely. So I'll be looking forward to that. I think we all would. So that would be great. And also I will be making a reaction video to Swerve versus Kenny Omega and the segment. So stay tuned for that. So we'll get to that momentarily, all right? But let's continue.
After that, you got a promo from Will Ospreay, letting Jon Moxley know that, yo, bro, we need to get that fade out the way. We gonna put the Continental Championship to the side. We gonna put everything to the side. Just me and you. Dynasty, what's up? Will Ospreay versus Jon Moxley at Dynasty, man. This is gonna be fire, bro. The Death Riders was actually facing Top Flight. They beat Top Flight. Jon Moxley grabs the mic and he responds to Kenny Omega promo, letting him know, let's get it on at Dynasty. So it's official, man. Ospreay versus Jon Moxley. I think it's pretty obvious that Will Ospreay is going to go over on this one, man. He's been hurt. He's been out for a lot of months. He really needs to come back and look strong. We're about 5 months away, 5 to 6 months from AEW All In London, man.
Yeah, this match is going to be a banger. I hate that it's not for the Continental title, but, again, then it, unfortunately will most likely lose. But, or he might not. He might not. But, hey, I understand the fight, and I'm looking forward to it. But it's unfortunate that Sky Flight always losing when it comes down to the Death Riders, man. I don't understand that. Skyfly should be getting at least one win. But every time they come on Dynamite Collision, they always lose, and I hate that shit, man. I don't understand why they can't win a match. It just don't make no sense to me unless they're making like jobbers from the indies. It just makes no sense. I really don't get that, and I hope Tony switch it up soon. But however, I am looking forward to this match. I gotta go rewatch John Moxley's promo because I kind of missed the match on purpose, so I gotta rewatch it. But other than that, I'm looking forward to it, and I am rooting for Will to get the win. So we'll see where it goes from there, and then we'll leave it at that. But yeah, let's continue.
After that, you got the best in the game, MJF. Coming out, cutting a promo saying Hangman Adam Page is never, ever, 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 ever. He said ever like 100 times, man. Good challenge for the AEW Championship again. So you got Kenny Omega coming out there cutting a promo on him, man. Kenny Omega letting MJF know, look, bro, you call yourself the devil? Well, I'm the god of wrestling. So we got kind of the god versus the devil thing going on at Dynasty. I think the vignettes for this is going to be fire, and I think also it's pretty obvious that MJF will be going over. Kenny Omega will be fire as champion. Kenny Omega is the top of his game, man. They're going to have a classic match, but MJF is just different. He's on a different type of run. This run MJF is going to be on will be his best run yet. I called it already a few months ago. If you watch my live, man, I'm interested in seeing the match, though, at Dynasty.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be reacting to the MJF segment, so make sure you guys tune in for that. But yeah, MJF cut a good promo, and that's why we're going to get a contract signed next week because it's official, and they both made it official. So we'll be tuning in for that next week on Wednesday on Dynamite. However, also I forgot to mention, PAC will be facing an Ospreay next week as well. So make sure you guys tune into that. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be an intense match, and it's going to be a banger. So let's continue.
After that, you got the Dogs going over Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. I like the Dogs, man, but I want to see them get back with Gabe Kidd. You know, he just had the coffin match, so he probably needed a week off. I want to see them link back up with Gabe Kidd and go after them Trio Tag Team Championships. I want to see the Demand also go after the Trio Tag Team Championships, man. I want to see more of the trios and the Trio Tag Team Championships be booked so they don't have to do certain things like Jet Speed and Mystico, Jet Speed and Hangman and stuff like that, man. I think the Dogs are legit, man. I like this team, and they definitely got over on Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. Now, the thing with Orange Cassidy and Strong, a lot of people think that Strong might be joining the Dogs, man. We see him kind of sit with the Dogs for like 2 seconds when we thought he was going to turn on Orange Cassidy, but he wound up not turning on him. But I think Roderick Strong with the Dogs is a good look, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, that was a good match. And you know, hey, shout out to the Dogs, man. I'm glad they got a little dub on them, you know what I'm saying? That's great. That's great. I hope they keep up that momentum. Also, I do want Rhetoric to turn heel, so if he could do it at some time this year, that would be good. Because I've been waiting for him to turn heel for a while, you know, and I think he should turn heel on his own. I don't even think he should be joining any group unless it's the Death Riders. Because honestly, he don't really need to join the Dogs because it's like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like Rhetoric Strong don't need to join the Dogs because I don't think his style matches their style. You feel me? Like, I feel like he's more better off in the Death Riders because at least with the Death Riders, you know, he's with his wife. So I don't know. I mean, I just think it would be better that way. But, you know, I really hope he don't join the Dogs, man. I'd rather for him to join the Death Riders. But we haven't seen him cross paths, you know, with the Death Riders in a minute. Or if he won't, Rhetoric can just go on his own. He really don't need to join another faction. He can just go independent. You know, I would really love it if he would get his singles title, I mean, for once. But I guess we have to wait and see because, like I said, Kyle was getting the push until he hurt himself. So, you know, again, I really hope that Rhetoric, you know, go on his own. But, you know, we have to wait and see. So hopefully he'll find a way because, like I said, this might be a path where he can go on his own and he ain't got to join no group. You know, he can just beef with Orange Cassidy while the Dogs go after the trio title champions. You know what I mean? And start a new rivalry. So hopefully that will be the case, and hopefully we can see what's going on with that. But we have to wait and see. So, you know. But salute to the dogs. I'm glad they won that match. But I need Rhetoric Strong to turn heel, man. I'm sorry, I can't deal with the face turning. You gotta give me something different, man. So turn heel, man, for your wife, all right, please. All right, so let's continue. Well, okay, not for his wife, but I would like for him to collab with his wife at the Death Riders if he's gonna think about joining the group. But for me, I think he should go on his own, so that way he can prove himself on his own and let him know and prove himself that he can do it on his own. So. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's continue.
After that, you got a promo from Leonard Cross and Megan Bayne putting everyone on notice that they're top of the game. And, you know what I mean, Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, they could come for the rematch. It ain't going to matter. The tag team championships for the women's division is not going nowhere for a long time. I'm liking this duo.
What needs to be said?
What do we need to talk about that you can't already see?
Willow and Harley suffer from greed and false confidence, and now that's cost them history.
Willow, if you think you bit off more than you can chew last time, now we're gonna make you choke.
And Harley, your optimism is nothing more than a desperate delusion. Why don't you stick to what you're good at and play with your puppets?
You will regret what you asked for. Your wrath will be met with divine intervention.
Because there are no second chances, just another fatality.
Even though Penelope Ford definitely deserved to touch some of that gold, but unfortunately she was injured with the ankle injury, and we got to see how that plays out moving forward. Maybe Penelope Ford does a program with Megan Bayne where they beef, or maybe she just worry about her singles competition more now, man. Leonard Cross and Megan Bayne, they looking fire though, man. So I'm wanting to see what they got next for them.
Yeah, I hate the fact that they got a rematch. Listen, I love my baby mama and I love her sister Will and Nightingale, but however, enough is enough. We need to switch it up, okay? Get Hyon and Maya World, get the Sisters of Sin, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if Mana J is still signed, bring back Tay and Jay, even though I don't think Anna's going to want to take another L, but other than that, look, you got Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter. I know they're not ready yet because they're undefeated, but at some point you're gonna have to start a rivalry between those two. I mean, look, Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter, they're undefeated right now, but at some point you're gonna have to, give those belts to them at All In. I mean, you're gonna have to, because the reason why is because they're undefeated and they're gonna be at London, so you're gonna have to give those belts to them. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the crowd will rock with them, and then they'll start facing some tag teams, because right now they're just facing people from the indies, you know what I mean? So, and that's what I see where Megan and Leonard Cross is doing, but to face the Babes of Wrath again is just like, bro, the fact y'all doing this on Collision is just like, dude, you could have done this at Destiny, but I know people ain't gonna care, but it's just like somebody gotta face Megan and Leonard Cross, like somebody, you know what I mean? Like, they just got to be a team that's gonna want to face them, because what you gonna do? Have them face each other at what? At 0 Hour? Come on, man, don't do that. Those are tag team titles. Put it on, you know what I'm saying? Like, put it on the line, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to put it on 0 Hour. Don't do that, because you did that with the TBS title, and that's not fair, because the TBS title should be in the, should be on the card, but because Will Nightingale is considered champion, is one of those things. But I'm wondering who's going to face Will Nightingale for the TBS title at Destiny. Like, somebody got to face her. I think it should be Sky Blue, but again, who's going to face her? You know what I mean? So, we got 2 weeks, so they got to come up with something, man. Because like I said, Will Nightingale needs an opponent, including Megan and Leonard Cross. So, you got to find something. But this match, I don't know if I'm going to watch it, but because it's my baby mama, I gotta watch it for her. So I don't think they're going to win the titles, but hey, at least I can see them put in, the work, facing those two and pray there's no injuries. All right, no injuries, please. All right, so let's continue.
You got Tekla retaining over Mina Shirakawa, man. Mina Shirakawa, Tekla, they had a fire match at the end. Tekla had the brass knuckles, snuffed Mina while the ref wasn't looking, was able to get the pin 1, 2, 3. Tekla, AEW Women's Champion, doing an incredible job. Like I always say every week, always impressed with her in-ring work, always impressed with just her whole gimmick. This is what I'm talking about. Tekla, she just knows her gimmick. She knows what she's supposed to do. The Sisters of Sin, flipping the camera upside down, the music, the interest. This woman has the whole package. Seriously, man, I can't wait to see what she got going on in the future. I'm not going to lie. I say keep the title on Tekla until we could tell the story with Mercedes Moné. And Mercedes Moné probably going to be one of the biggest baby faces in the women's division after she loses all the titles and then she goes on her redemption tour. I'm not mad at Tekla and Mercedes Moné at All In. I'm not mad at that at all. The job Tekla's been doing, she could hold the title another 5 months and just create a memorable feud with Mercedes Moné. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna react to this match when I get the chance. However, I just wonder who's Tekla's opponent gonna be at Destiny. Now some people say that we might get a triple threat match between her, Mina, and Marina Shafir, which that's cool. I'm down with that, but okay, but after Destiny, who do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things we need to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we going to get Tekla versus Athena? Are we going to get Tekla versus Queen Emanata? Like, what are we going to get? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to get Tekla versus Harley Cameron? I think Harley Cameron should be her opponent for Double or Nothing. And then after that, you have Mercedes come out and help her. You know what I'm saying? I think they should do that because, I think this will be a good opportunity for Harley Cameron. Instead of doing it on Dynamite and Collision, do it at Double or Nothing so that way we could get Mercedes to come out and help her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they should do that, and I think it will be good for them that they do it. So, honestly, it will be a good rivalry for sure, especially till Mercedes come back so they can run that Mercedes and Harley Cameron story back. So, something to think about, but we'll see. Let's continue.
After that, you got a promo from Ricochet. Yo, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, this promo was fire, and it's exactly what Ricochet needed. It's exactly what Tony Khan should have done. Seriously, okay, Ricochet said something y'all didn't like. He apologized. He took it back. They actually kind of brung this in. He apologized on camera. But then he turned it and said, yo, what dog, man? I'm pissed off. I got screwed out the national title. I never got pinned. I never submitted. I got put in a BS battle royal and lost the title. This company screwed me.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all of my frequent flyers out there, this is your captain speaking. And we are the demand. And I wanted to come on here and apologize to everybody out there because the last time that you seen me, I can admit I lost my cool a little bit. Toa, you were trying to calm me down. I shoved you off, but you were doing the right thing. I apologize. I lost my temper a little bit, and I'm still not really sure, but that is all because I was unjustifiably screwed by this company. Because at Revolution, I was forced to participate in a 21-man blackjack battle royal, where I was never submitted, I was never pinned, my shoulders were never put to the mat, so if you ask me, I was never beat. But somehow Jack Perry still walked out with my AEW National Championship. A championship that I had defended in singles matches all around the damn world. And now we have guys like Kenny Omega, who are getting a championship opportunity for what? For winning one match? You see, that should be me because Kenny, I don't know if you remember this or not, but the only singles match that we ever had, I knocked your block off and I walked out the winner. So I'm tired of guys like Kenny and all these other nobodies getting handed opportunities for doing the bare minimum. So if I have to prove it once again, I will beat your ass and anybody else who tries to get in our way, because what people seem to forget is that when you are in demand, you can make demands.
And if you don't follow demands,
you get put down!
That was fire. And I said this, if you listen to my live, bro, that's exactly the direction they should have took it, man. Ricochet, like him or not, this is what you call legit heat. Bro really has heat. So if you got heat and you're already one of the best in-ring talent on the roster, it's like, bro, you have to capitalize on it. We have to give Ricochet an actual opportunity to tell his story and be a heel. For real, bro. I think it was a fire decision to do this and not put it on Collision. They put it on Dynamite. That's hard, bro. The Demand is another team along with the Dogs I think should be going for the Trios Tag Team Championship. Also, while Ricochet is going for the National Championship. I don't think it's over with Jack Perry and Ricochet, man. We might need that match. They might need to run that match one-on-one in Dynasty, man. We have to take advantage of the buzz he got, man. Seriously. Fire promo from Ricochet, man. I like the whole narrative of, yo, bro, this company screwed me over, man. It's some conspiracy going on. I'm liking that, man. So I want to see if they're going to build with that moving forward.
Yeah, shout out to Ricochet, man. I'm so glad that he came back, man, because people kept saying, oh, he's going to get fired, man. He's not going to be in the company for long, man. Shut up. All right? Just because he says some foul shit doesn't mean that he's going to get kicked out or fired, all right? I knew he was going to come back, and honestly, I'm glad he came back because we need somebody to go after a title, okay? Well, actually, we need 3 of these men to go after titles, and that's the trio titles. But I think Ricochet is going to go after the national title one more time, and then after that, maybe they might go after the trio titles. We just don't know if they're going to win it off of them. But like I said, it's either the Rascals, the Demand, the Hurt Syndicate, or the Dogs. It's got to be some. We got some trio people, man. The Death Riders are still together. You know, Glamoration is still together. Even though Mark Briscoe is out for a little bit, thanks to Tommaso Ciampa. But still, we have teams. You know, we even got Skyflight. You know what I mean? You could use them, right? We got the Swirl with Jay Lethal. You could use these teams, man. So like I said, I hope they do it, man. Because like I said, man, we got a lot of challengers and they're not being used. So it's like, I hope Tony Khan gets some challengers for Jet Speed and Mystico. So hopefully they get some challengers, man. But if Ricochet go after the national title, I ain't mad at it. Because I'm not a big fan of Jack Perry. It's not because he's with Anna Jay. It's just because, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of him. I don't know. Maybe because I lost respect for him when he got into a fight with CM Punk. I'm not saying I'm sided with Punk. I'm not saying that. It's just, I don't know. I just think Jack Perry is, I like his hair, you know what I'm saying? I like his gimmick. I like his theme song. I like his character. But however, it's like, I don't want to look at him like he's overrated, but it's just like, okay, you won the national title. Now who's going to be your opponent? Because we haven't seen you in a minute, bro. So they only seen you in that 6-man tag team match last week, and that was it. So, you're going to have to defend your title at some point. You know what I mean? Like, I really hope that, only thing I'll probably say is that, Jack, now that you got that title, bro, defend it. You know what I'm saying? Like, go around with it. Go to the Indies with it. Go to, do some things with that belt, man. Like Ricochet did. So, do something. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if Ricochet's going to win it back, but I hope he don't because I want to see you defend the belt. So whoever you got in line, man, defend it, man. Do something with that belt. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way I'll probably say he had a great title run as a Mick. I ain't going to call him that, but, if he could do something with that national title, man, cool. But I think Jack Perry needs to defend that belt. Right now, he's not on the card for Collision, but I need him to defend that belt, man. Like, come on now. You won the belt, but you're not defending it. So let's wait till next week and see if he'll defend the belt. Otherwise, we got to wait till Destiny. But most likely, if he faced Ricochet, I won't be surprised. But I really would love it if he would face somebody for that belt. Somebody. So, because Kevin Knight already calling out Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title. So I'm really hoping that Jack Perry gets some opponents, because if he don't get none, then this is going to be one of the worst title reigns of all time. So I hope Jack gets some opponents, man. Otherwise, give it back to Ricochet, because at least when Ricochet had it, he was defending the belt. So, and I'm pretty sure Anna Jay want to see him defend the belt as well. So, we'll see. But But we'll keep a close eye on it. We'll keep a close eye out. So we'll see. Let's continue.
Last but not least, Falls Count Anywhere match. Darby Allin versus Roosh. Darby Allin goes over on that, man. Fire match, man. This is my first time really seeing Roosh fight. And I'm impressed, man. I like Bull work. I know there's a lot of people complaining, how is this the main event and not Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland? When you have a stacked roster like what AEW has, you can roll the dice. Not everything always have to be, okay, the obvious main event don't got to be the obvious main event. You know what I mean? I feel like Darby Allin and Roosh did a great job at a Falls Count Anywhere match, entertaining us watching it and us in the crowd, man. Darby Allin goes over. That was fire. What's next for Darby Allin? I tell you what's next. The Don Callis family! My man Mark Davis put some work in on Darby Allin, man. Power driver on the ramp. Man, Darby Allin, man, you better watch your step messing with the most dangerous family in professional wrestling. I tell you that. But one thing I didn't like about Dynamite, y'all, I didn't like the end. Your boy Bobby Monsoon, I wasn't sitting well with how Dynamite ended, man. I don't like Andrade body language, bro. My OG made the call. We already paid MJF. That's done. MJF is on a payroll, man. We be doing some work. You got paid, Andrade. Why you sitting here complaining? OG don't like explaining himself too much. I don't think Andrade is going to be with the family much longer, man. This is the second week in a row I didn't like bro body language. And we'll see what's going to happen, man. You know, Andrade, he wants the championship. He wants to do this and that. But, man, no one's bigger than a program. We got to follow protocol, Andrade. You should have went down there and you should have helped beat the brakes off of Darby Allin. But instead, you know what I mean? You're causing more stress to the OG, and he already got enough on his plate. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, man. We might be getting into a situation with Andrade and Kyle Fletcher. I want to see that, man. Even though I want to see Andrade in the championship picture also, I'm not mad at him going for the TNT title for Kyle Fletcher after he falls out with the Don Callis family, because if you ask me, it seems inevitable, man. We ain't going to give you too many strikes. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, man. What do y'all think about $11,000 to learn how to make pasta in WWE, man? Also, what do you think about the sold out $10,000? It's sold out in days. Where y'all getting all this money at? God, I thought it was a recession, man. I might be the only one still in recession, man. But yo, what do y'all think about that, man? What do y'all think about Dynamite? We got Dynasty in a few weeks. Is it in a few weeks or is it next week, man? I don't know, but Dynasty coming up, man, so we're looking forward to that, man. It's Bobby Monsoon, 215, like, comment, subscribe. Bah!
All right. Well, that's your AEW Dynamite review. Just want to let y'all know that on Collision, Ace Austin will be facing Tommaso Ciampa on Collision, so I'm looking forward to that. And then we already talked about the tag team match, tag team titles on the line for the women on the line. We already talked about that, so we're going to see that. And also we got a contract signing next week along with Pac versus Ospreay, and that's going to be epic, so we'll be looking forward to that next Wednesday on Dynamite at 8. Also, these will be the reaction videos I'm going to be reacting to, so be on the lookout for those videos coming out. Also, let me know if you want me to react to Rouge versus Darby Allin, the main event match, no count out. Let me know if you want me to react to that. Comment down below. Let me know, all right? So get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new, and I'll see you on the next video, all right?
Come on!